looking a little orangey, but I think that sun's gonna come around and we'll get some better lighting here. Hope everyone's doing, oh, that's even better. Like me just sitting back a little. Cilantro's doing well. Getting big here. These are doing good. These are 6-week-olds. And then we also got garlic in a container growing as well. I am attempting to winter garden my freezing zone 8A and still starting seedlings. If anything, I will be starting these seedlings early so that when spring rolls around, hopefully they'll be bigger and better. I have never actually historically started early with my spring seedlings yet, so we shall see. What do we got here? Okay, parsley, pansy, let's see. So I often like to start my seedlings. Yes. We are finally getting some, my parsley's finally coming up. I think that's pansies. So here, parsley and pansies in here. Let's see how we did. And actually, while I can, I think I will try to water them in here. I got all my seedlings here. Good day. Happy Wednesday. I was not feeling it, but now that I'm sitting outside, it feels great, and I'm ready to roll. We have, this is cilantro. Oh, you guys can't see. Cilantro and garlic here. That's what we have growing here. And then here I've got parsley. Yeah. Let me give it a water while we're here. Oh no, where's my water? Do I have any waters? Oh, okay, they're all empty. Good day. I will come back and hang out. Oops. What did I end up planting here? I think is it parsley? Are those pansies or parsleys? Hi. I'm attempting to winter garden my freezing zone, zone 8A, and it is 80, it's 60s today with a high of, I need to water these though. Oh, what can I do? What I'll do here. Hope everyone's doing well. I got my seedling collections here. We can look at all of them. I'm attempting winter garden in my freezing zone, zone 8A. It is 60s today, but in February it does get down to 80 degrees. It does get down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Good day, Laura. Hello, hi, good to see you. I am, as you guys know, I'm attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone. And I did have a chance to visit my free seed library yesterday. Yeah, let me show you, Laura. I'm growing a bunch of things in my winter garden. I mean, it's almost winter. We've already had 4 bouts of frost in zone 8A. And we've got garlic growing here. Have you ever grown garlic? Hello, Ronnie, welcome. Hello, bandana, hello, Maya. I am in North Texas, thank you for asking. And this is garlic here if you haven't grown garlic. I also have cilantro here. This is 6-week-old cilantro, so it's looking really good and healthy. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning. Back to my usual setup. Yes, welcome. If you guys are interested in growing your own food or just growing anything like really small, it's really exciting. It can be life-changing too. Like growing garlic is really fun. Cilantro is also really fun. I also like to get a little bit more scientific and start seeds as well. So here, what is this? This one's supposed to be, oh, this one got a little messy. Oh, you know what? This used to be my onions. These used to be onions in here. I've only got one baby onion, oh, 2. Okay, this one I got to put this side. I gotta combine these with my other onions that I already have. Black Boy, hello, good to see you. Black Boy, I've never had you in any of my seed starting sessions before. How exciting, Black Boy. I can show you my seed setup. If you guys didn't know, this is a, let's see, on 11/17, it looks like I planted some parsley as well as pansy. And yeah, guys, look, it's finally coming up, you guys. Those parsley, 11/17, how many days ago was that? That was like 3 weeks ago, you guys. Sometimes seeds have to be really patient. You gotta be patient with these seeds. These took a long while to sprout. So, this one right here, sometimes where is it? This one, Do you guys see that? Like you can still see the seed encasing on that one. The one that I've got the one that I've backlit with my fingernail. Anyway, so that's what that is. Yeah. Guys, they finally sprouted. I didn't think I was gonna get parsley. Okay, but yay, yay, parsley. Queen's Farmer, good day, hello. Yeah, it does, it is 60 degrees today. Queen's Farmer, do you have a channel? I think I went to go see if you had one. I didn't see one, but yeah. You're in Michigan, Laura, well, welcome. What are you growing in Michigan? Maybe garlic at least? I know it's so cold right now. I do know friends that have a Michigan greenhouse and will grow indoors. I know, Michigan is so cold though. Rodney, I love how forward-looking you are. Yeah, I wish everyone has a wonderful Christmas too. We got a couple more weeks here though, right? We got like 2 more weeks. Bandana, do you own a Spearhead Spade? I don't, Bandana. Bandana, I think you asked me that before and I keep forgetting to go look it up. Spearhead Spade, I don't. Robert, yeah, so we have a cilantro that's growing here. Garlic that's growing here. I am into growing my own food. Love sharing that joy with others and showing how you guys can start really small and then eventually grow to growing your own beautiful like tomatoes as well as, I don't know, whatever else you guys also enjoy eating. What do you guys enjoy eating, by the way? Rosario, hello. Welcome. Sold. How do you transfer them? Oh, Sola, that's a great question. So I use soil blocking. Oh, do I have my tool here? Oh, I do. This is what soil blocking is. I use this tool to make all those little brownie looking containers. And then, well, this one got a little bit mixed in. So ideally they're supposed to be blocks. Whoops. It looks like they're kind of together, but not really. And you would find each of those individual blocks and pick them up. And all your roots for that particular plant will be encased in there. So this was not a good example. Like I said, this particular case I've had here growing for literally over 3 weeks now. And the more I water it, the more the mud seems to get together. But let me show you. Here are other examples. I have a bunch of other ones also in here as well. Yeah, so like this one, it'll come up as individual. What do I got started here? So here, it's like an individual block, right? These might actually be 2, but same idea. You kind of get the idea, right? This is what it looks like. Rosario, I have my own personal seeds. Can you consider growing them for me? Oh, how cool, Rosario. That's awesome. You should try it. I'm not personally like accepting any seeds. I do go to my local free seed library to explore it though. So that might be a way to share your seeds. You could check if your local area, Rosario, are you in Brazil? Maybe Brazil has a local free seed library as well that you can do exchanges with. Bandana, I think yes. Yes, Bandana, I remember that a long time ago. Okay, what is it? It's called Spearhead. Okay, I will have to go look that up again. Thank you. Yeah, essentially when we first met, Bandana. So Rosario, I try using paper tools. I like that, Rosario. Yeah, that's a great way. I'm trying to get a little bit more scientific with the way I start seeds, because if you guys can think about it, carrot seeds, for example, they're so tiny. It's almost easier to keep track of them in like little soil blocks. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting a little too technical, so that's all I'm gonna talk about there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm just saying this is how I like to start my seeds. I don't want to overwhelm anyone. I do also, like you see, I also start in containers as well. And this works really well for bigger seeds like coriander or cilantro. Queens, you created a chum but haven't done a theme. Okay. Okay, great. Well, awesome. Hello, King Matt. Hello, welcome. Happy family, good to see you. You're welcome. Jackie, I love eating squash, but my teenager is not as a gentle That's okay, Jackie. Like you plant something for yourself and then you plant something for a toddler or teenager. Rosario, that's funny, Queen's Farmer. Jackie, spam. Jackie, thank you for helping moderate. I appreciate that. Yeah, Bandana, I had to think back. I do remember you asking that same exact question, like, I don't know, must have been back in July actually. But yeah, so here's a good example of what the seed block tool looks like. Queen's Farm, sorry, not Queen's, it was, but yeah, this is how, so then I can like, once they've sprouted, I can pick it up. So these are carrot seeds in here. My soil looks a little clayish, a little more clayish than I would like. Oops. Oh, and is this one moldy? So the thing about soil blocking is you want, okay. Oh, I do have one. You see, I have one carrot that's sprouted. That's one. The others might take a little bit more time. I see they're in here. Some of them, maybe I just have to press down a little bit more. But yeah, so this is how I do my seed starting. Let's see if I can show you one that's more fully filled. Block Boy, I'm doing great today, thank you. How are you doing? How are you doing, Block Boy? This morning, I was not feeling up for this, but honestly, as soon as I came out and sat in the sun, it feels great. I'm much more excited to be on screen. Okay, what else? We got, these are more seeds in here. What did I label this? These are radishes. Nothing to look at in here. Bandana, it was probably about, yes, yeah. No, I've been doing lives, Bandana. I've been consistently doing lives, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Well, I'm glad we're reconnected though. Let's see what we got here. This is calendula and pansies that I got here. If you guys are curious, like, are there particular, by the way, I went shopping recently. Black Boy Ho. I think we were talking about seeds the other day, right? So I went shopping the other day and these were some of the seeds I got. I also have the free seed library seeds, but those are unlabeled and they're just in a bag. I'll have to get to those in a little. And anyway, most of them are warm season crops. These are mostly cool season crops that I bought. So some of the seed packets will tell you, right? It'll say like frost tolerant. So this is kale. I want to try and grow more kale. I hear it's frost hardy, like even down to 10 degrees. So we'll see. Solo, so it's packed down into, yes, I thought the soil was supposed to be loose. Yeah, so soil, that's what, solo, that's what I, sometimes my, my skills are a little bit better than others. Like in that particular case, I didn't get the soil mix right, which is why it was a little bit too compact. But in the other cases, I did do it well. So still learning that. But here are some of the other things I bought. So lettuce is also frost hardy. I hear that this one's actually frost hardy down to 10 degrees even when it's mature. So I want to personally test that myself. More lettuce, collards. Okay, this is a warm season crop, but I wanted to make sure I had some on hand. I usually only have snacking cucumbers, so I got to get some pickles for myself this year. And then arugula is another seed, and then red cabbage. I planted this yesterday. I started so no activity yet, but these are the ones I'm going to be growing for winter gardening. By the way, you guys, if I didn't already say so, I've been attempting winter garden in my freezing zone. It'll be my first time. Things you should be growing would be things like kale, lettuce, cabbage, carrots. Carrots also frost hardy down to 20 degrees. Do I have any to show? Oh, I did show you guys some of them. Let me see. Oh, green onions is another cool season crop you could be growing. Black Boy, I think you said you grew your own green onions, right? These are the ones that I got from store-bought. So over Thanksgiving, we had the green onion bottoms, right? And like they're growing, they're growing, they're growing. You could also use the water method, but I find that putting it in soil just gives it a longer lifespan. The soil has the nutrients to provide to your growing onions, whereas if you just place it in water, even for hydroponic growers, they have to add in some nutrient liquid into the water in order to allow their plants to grow in a healthy manner. So soil naturally provides that. Usually I do a mix of my own compost, half with my native soil. So that's what this is. Thank you, Bandana. I appreciate the compliment. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't use any notifications either. I don't blame you. But yeah, good to see you again, Bandana. Yeah, compact, right? It was like, yeah. So this is green onions. Jackie, excited. I found out that my pups don't. Oh no! Oh, so it was your pups, but did they eat it? Jackie, do dogs eat? Do dogs eat garlic? That's interesting. I'll tell you who eats garlic. Mice and rats will eat garlic that's unsprouted. So I had planted, these are the garlics that made it, but I had planted a garlic in here, and the next morning, this is how you know it's a mice or rat, not a squirrel, right? Because overnight, stuff disappears. That's how you know it's a mice and rat. because squirrels are daytime animals and mice and rats are nocturnal. So it was a mice or rat that dug it up because it was empty and no garlic there that next morning. But as soon as they sprout, the rats won't dig it up. But when it's unsprouted, I mean, maybe like us humans, right? We eat unsprouted garlic. Maybe it doesn't have the same like green toxins as it would once it starts growing. So yeah. Solo, you're saying I want to start doing my own chilies and onions garden. How exciting, Solo! Well, that's exciting. I'm in North Texas. Solo, what zone are you in? You totally okay. Onions. I already start them from seed. If you wanted to start them from seed, you would have already started them by now. But you can always get onion sets from the stores in January. So January, you can basically buy baby bulbing onions that have yet to form bulbs, and plant those in ground. In my zone, January is where I can find it at Callaway's. It's getting warm, you guys, as expected. As expected, it's getting warm. Ooh, 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 ooh. But yeah, they're not. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm getting all the answers. Okay. I'm just catching up on the comments here. They're not supposed to eat. It's poisonous. It is poison. Oh, wow. Oh, Jackie. Queen's Farmer, have you considered an indoor grow space for warm season crops? I invested in DWC and it's been great. How exciting. Okay, what's DWC? What is DWC short for? I hear some like interesting repetitive sound. That sounds like gnawing. Anyway, I was looking over in that door. West Texas. Okay, awesome. Solo. That's exciting though. I know I have very limited indoor space. So ironically, I have very limited indoor space, but I have like a generous front lawn, hence the username Front Garden Home, right? So I try to use my front lawn even in winter because what is it doing? It's just sitting there looking yellow and ugly and sad, right? So I am really personally trying to maximize as much of my outdoor space as possible. And some of it's just like making it more hospitable. So right now, we have mild winters, right? I don't have to worry about it as much, but in February when it does get down to 10 degrees, I'll have to pull out the tarps, the blankets. But yeah, for me, it's like, I'm just trying to better use the space that I have. And if it's just adding a tarp or adding a blanket, that's what I would prefer to do than have to bring all of these plants indoors. Like I got, black bolt, in case anyone's curious, this is spinach. Solo, or was it Queens? You guys are gonna be like, oh, your soil's compacted. Yeah, it's a little compacted, which is why my spinach is still so small. But it's okay, we'll work on it. Maybe I'll change out the soil that it's sitting in. This is the thing, like whenever you do use your DIY compost, this is why it's especially impressive if you can still get big vegetables, because when you do your own DIY soil and native soil mix, it's not gonna be as perfect as what you buy in the stores. So, but yeah, still got my spinach, just much smaller than those that would probably be using soil from store-bought. Oh, it's a woodpecker, you guys. It's a woodpecker out there. I was like, who's like gnawing away? Oh my gosh, okay. I'll have to show you guys now. It's a woodpecker. I was like, what is that repetitive, like, ticking noise? Okay, let me show you guys the woodpecker. So I have this one tree that's essentially dying, and I keep telling the city that it, serves a purpose. It's a habitat for birds. And so here, I'm gonna show you guys. This is like definitely, it's making a home, you guys. It's a woodpecker, you guys. Okay, let me go over here. Hold on. I don't want to scare it. Let's see. Okay. Do you guys see it? It's like, I was wondering what that repetitive, okay, hold on. Where is it in this frame? Where is it? Is it on that? Okay, hold on. I gotta walk over this way. I'm gonna do this very slowly because I don't want to scare it. But do you guys see the woodpecker? So yeah, I have a essentially dying tree. Wait, can you guys see it? No. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I can't get any closer, but there it is. It's a beautiful woodpecker. Oh, I'm making enough noise. But yeah. How amazing is that, you guys? So this is a dead
I mean, that's a dead limb, and it is pecking away to make a home. Okay. All right. I had to show you guys. I was like wondering what that sound was. And yeah, it was the woodpecker making a home. So yeah, even though, as you guys know, I have tried to like certify as a wildlife habitat. I mean, you can self-certify. So that's what I did. But it's like moments like these when you realize like, oh, there's a reason why we have dead limbs. It's to create homes for other animals. Normally in the cities and whatnot, you're focused on aesthetics, right? If it's dead, remove it, cut it away, make it into mulch. But this is a good reason, and it shows you exactly why we don't do that, because it takes away from potential homes for wildlife out there. Okay, anyway, let's see. She ate one clove. I witnessed Jackie. I couldn't find the, oh my gosh. Okay, Jackie, best luck to puppy. Deep water culture. Oh, okay, hydroponic, very cool, Queens. No, I haven't gotten into it. I think I'm mostly intimidated by the investment required for all the materials. And like if I can leverage as much of the sun as possible, I want to do that just because it's the most effective way, most accessible way that most people will be able to grow their own food. Thank you, Solo. Talk soon. Hello, individual. Good to see you. Black Boy 10. 10 degrees. Yeah, 10 degrees in February. Yes, it will. Yay, spinach. Yeah. Individual have planted cauliflower, tomato. Ooh, excellent. Okay, individual, you must be in a warm climate because even in my zone 8A, nobody starts tomatoes in winter. Right, Black Boy? That's what I keep telling them. Okay, so now I have video evidence that someone's making a home out of it. This is perfect. I got it on video now, so now I'm just gonna now I'm gonna be like, look, there's evidence that someone's trying to, and not, I mean, even before then, you can like see a hole that a previous woodpecker had made as well. Anyway, yes, yes. Hello, good to see you, Gautam. Thank you, Sunita. Yeah, I don't necessarily, I haven't cut it recently, but thank you. Gautam. I have 4 people in my family, and enjoy attempting to grow my own food. Let me get my hat out because it's getting a little sunny now. Okay, this is like my ghetto hat, but you know what? It serves its purpose, so this is what we got. Okay, so we showed you guys the woodpecker that was over there. Really exciting to see. Gautam, I have a 4-person family, and I enjoy growing things, but also realized that growing food was the most rewarding of all because it meant that I could eat something and I can now feed my family what I would consider clean food. Growing before was a hobby, but now it's more like, how much can I grow? It's kind of like a game, like how much can I grow of my own food? I'm not going to use the word organic because for some people it can be triggering and they'll start to ask me a bunch of questions like, do you use microplastic or not, blah, blah, blah. But I do try to, like, I use mostly rainfall. I do think it's healthier. Like anything natural, I do think is healthier. I am actually, oh, and by the way, I think Matthew asked me last time, but I did get the soil test, so I will eventually be testing my soil. Curious to know what that is, but also at the same time, not too concerned. These are baby carrots, by the way. If you guys were ever curious to see baby carrots, these are what they look like. These are carrots that I started on 11/13. So these are about 3 weeks old. When they start to have, hang on, I was gonna show you guys. So I use soil blocking, right? And so what I would do is, whoa, almost knocked that over. Carrots are frost hardy down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so those individual blocks right there, right? And I'll just be able to pick up one of these blocks. And let's actually check I'm gonna check the state of the roots while I'm at this. Okay, yeah. So those, oops. The roots are not too deep yet. So that means to me that I still have room for my carrots to grow in this small spot here. And the soil is super tender. So I got the soil mix right on this one. The last one was probably a little bit too compact, but it should be loose like that. So this one's good. This one doesn't need watering. Okay. Yes, Jackie, right. Like, look at my germination rate. This is from the carrot that's still growing in the garden. So I have a carrot back in May that I left in the ground and let it go to seed. And these are its progeny. So the mom parent is still around. She'll be alive until we get down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And then these are its progeny. So we got really good germination rate here. I would say like
80%, which is pretty good. When I see the roots, I kind of, you know how carrots will develop that like ferny look? That's when I think I'll move them out. I will also just generally check the bottom of these containers to see if I can see any roots, and I can't. So that's a good indicator. I think anytime you see the roots kind of hit the bottom, that'll be an indicator for me. You've been hooked on blueberries. Oh, yummy, interesting. I love blueberries. I have one blueberry tree. It has not given me fruit yet, but I hope it will. Thank you, individual, for the encouragement. I appreciate that. I'm so flattered, Sunita. Thank you. You know, that sun really helps. I did a video earlier today and it was like not the best lighting, but it's fine. I'm still gonna share it anyway. I don't have time to re-record it. So this is what this is. I've been hooked on, yummy. But yeah, so these so they kind of look like, let me see if we can find an example. Like let me see if I can find a carrot example in here. Slightly older one. Hang on, I'm just looking through my collection here. What's this one? Okay, like these are carrots that are not sprouted yet. Yeah. Oh. I started lots of carrot seeds. Ooh, that was like dirt in my face. Here's another one. Oh, okay, I don't have any examples on hand right now that's easily grabbable, but this is another carrot container. So you guys, I'm gonna get really good at growing containers this winter, like super good, because I have like thousands of carrots to grow with now from that one mother plant that I left in the ground. So just a reminder, if you're growing stuff, always leave one plant in the ground at the end of the season so you can collect its seeds, and you'll never have to buy seed packets again. On top of that, the seeds are naturalized to your local area. And on top of that, you could also share your seeds with your free seed library, your local community, and exchange them. So all the more reasons. Seeds are like currency amongst gardeners, right? Seeds are currency amongst gardeners. Interesting. You only like carrot cake. Oh, yummy. Yes, blueberries grow on trees. Interesting. That's right. Yeah, my blueberry is really small. Rice, Queen's Farmer, rice hulls and biochar are a good way to aerate the soil. Okay, I love that. I'm definitely using my own DIY compost, and I have done biochar before. Last year, I took some of the dead plants. This is before I realized that those plants officially allowed bugs to overwinter. I like took away all the sunflower stalks and I burned them, and that's how I got biochar, which I then mixed into my compost. It's good. It's just sometimes I still like get like a big piece of wood that didn't quite burn completely, because I'll usually also burn firewood with it. Anyway, so this is another thing of carrots. Well, lots of baby carrots. I also have carrots that are actually in the ground as well. One of the things that I'm learning about winter gardening is that everything seems to take twice as long. So if the seed packet says, like if this says 25 to 55 days to harvest, what does that mean? It's gonna be more like 50 to 100 days. So one thing I'm learning about winter gardening is that's what it's gonna be like. I think it's Black Boy Ho. Oh yeah, we were talking about this on Monday. Black Boy, you were saying, yeah, probably have to fight against the cold. They're trying to keep warm. Not ideal temperatures, right? And then on top of that, it's like less sun in general because the days are shorter. If anything, we do have an abundance of rainfall though. So that's the one thing you do not have to worry about in winter gardening that I am loving. Because in Texas in our summer times, it is absolutely brutal. I'm like literally just watering to keep my plants alive. I don't water like I traditionally would. And I know, Jackie, you probably feel the same way. It is like incredibly labor intensive to be watering in like Texas 100-degree heat. You're just trying to keep it alive at that point. You make carrot cake. Interesting. I haven't made carrot cake before, but I'm hoping that when I get all these carrots in the ground, I will have the opportunity to do that. Jackie, you're saying blueberries grow on bushes, plant them yet too. Look at you, Jackie. Not so beginner anymore. Look at you. Interesting. What's the difference between blueberries and raspberries? Oh, you mean like bushes? What is the difference between the blueberry bush and the raspberry bush? So, interesting. Hi, good day, see daddy. Also, Les, the blueberries grow on bushes. Raspberries grow on canes, like blackberries do. Raspberries and blackberries grow on canes. What else was I gonna say? That's a wonder. Good day, see daddy. Jackie, thank you so much for helping moderate, as well as see daddy. We were just looking at the different seeds here. Oh, here's the Daikon. Hold on, here's the Daikon. So you guys remember I started Daikon, I think last week. What was this? Daikon 1124. Okay, technically 2 weeks ago. So in cold, everything takes a little bit longer to sprout. But look at the Daikon. I already showed you guys last week, but these are all of its green leaves coming in. I feel like these are Daikon, the white radish, right? So I feel, and also I got pretty good germination rates on these. What was I gonna say? I was gonna try and see. So this is what it looks like. Can you mix a blueberry with a raspberry? Interesting. Not the average person. Maybe for a scientist you could. They've grown, yes. You had a plant emergency. Well, see, Daddy, you have to tell us about it. What was your plant emergency? What was your plant emergency? Yes, but yeah, Jackie. So Jackie, last week they were just barely emerging, but now they're all green and looking really good. I think I'm gonna plant them in the ground soon. Just because the sprouts I feel like are getting really big. And actually we can take a look here. We'll pop it out to see how the roots are growing. Where is it? I got so much stuff growing here. How do I, oh, here we go. Let's see. Actually, can I even see the seeds from the bottom? No, I can't see the seeds from the bottom. I think they're still good in here. Let me see, how moist is it? Okay, this one I need to give a good watering. I was historically watering from the top, but now I am able to, like, you can also water from the bottom too, right? Look at these. These drainage holes are really good. I started doing that because then I don't have to sit there and dribble water over every single one of them. I can just put it in this little tub here with a little bit of water, and I just like let all of them bathe in that water for like 30 minutes, and then I switch it out. So it's been good. It's been good. So these are the Daikons. What were you saying, Sal the bottom? Yeah. Queen's Farmer, interesting. You could probably graft the two of them. Yeah, you probably could graft it. I mean, but grafting just means that you could have one plant that has both varieties on it, right? It doesn't necessarily mean like a mix, but good point, Queen's Farmer. I like where you're going with that. Interesting. How long does it take for a carrot to rot? Oh, I don't know about that. But I will tell you, the carrot that I left in the ground back in May, so in May I would have harvested, but I didn't. I left it in the ground. It is still growing. It is still giving me, so you wouldn't want to eat the carrot anymore because it's very mature and it's going to be woody. But it is still giving me, it's still in the ground growing, and it is still giving me a bunch of seeds. See, Daddy, somehow 2 of my hydroponic buckets got, oh no. See, Daddy, like the water got dirty and then got the plant sick. That's what you mean by contaminated, right? The water got dirty and then the plant got sick from the dirty water. So yes, Black Boy, look at you, Black Boy Ho. You, not to my knowledge, but yeah, you're getting good at this, Black Boy. You need to start growing something, Black Boy. Yes, soak from the bottom. Yes, perfect to soak from the bottom, right? Jackie, how exciting. I got a blossom that opened. Yay, Jackie, how exciting. And yeah, where you are, yeah, it's like perfect for potentially growing pumpkins. Oh no. I'd buy blueberry, raspberry mix. Yeah, interesting. They might have, although they have canes though. Can you graft a cane? I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could graft a cane. Hi, Rebecca, good to see you. What's the difference between a pumpkin and a squash? I actually don't know the answer. I don't know if you guys know the answer. I don't know the difference between a pumpkin and a squash. I guess pumpkin has that, like, if I just answered it from like an
everyday person's perspective, pumpkins are like the distinctive round look, right? Actually, I don't know. I don't know the difference. See, Daddy, you're saying the water went kind of slimy. Ooh, sludgy. Probably from me using a chemical too close. Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, see, Daddy. Queen's Farmer. That's one thing about hydro growing. One is kind of, yeah, right, Queens. I feel like soil is much more forgiving. Like you just, it's a little more beginner hardy, right? There's not, it's not like you're trying to concoct a specific solution that you need plants to grow in. And not to mention you have to have the right nutrients for a particular kind of plant. That one gets a little too scientific for me. Right now I'm just trying to master getting good at soil growing. Let's see if I can find anything else in here. What else I got? Oh. Okay, this is watercress. I think I've showed you guys the watercress before, but this is how it's been growing since 2 weeks ago. Oh, hang on. And the woodpecker's still there, trying to make a home in the tree. Yeah, it's looking good. They're looking good. They're a little bit bigger than last time, but not by too much. I think what I realized is I gotta start protecting them at night. I usually just leave them out, but it does get down to 40s and sometimes upper 30s, and that doesn't help with the growth. So one of the things that I'm doing at night is I'm putting in this container here. This that used to be a compost like globe that my neighbor didn't want. I am just using it to cover it. So it's kind of like a black greenhouse is what this is. It serves as. This is like little aeration holes. So that's what I'm doing for it. At night, I put my seedlings away in it, even if it's not freezing. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, kind of like how we don't eat random blue mushrooms, right? Unless you're really skilled and can recognize or distinguish between mushrooms. Berries are the same thing. We don't eat random berries. We don't eat random mushrooms because it could mean the difference between life and death. Blazer, good to see you. Good to see you, Blazer. Are you familiar with, interesting, how do you like to eat watercress? Tell me about it. All I know is I see it at the Asian supermarket and we put it in soups as garnish. The packet that I actually bought it from says that you would also use it as a salad topper. I think it's kind of like nasturtium where it's a little bit peppery, so that's what I got there. But still so small. Like I said, winter growing is probably going to take twice the amount of time as traditional gardening. But you know what? In my mild zone, I think it's still worthwhile to be able to like walk out and pick like a fresh vegetable. If anything, I think what I'll do differently next time is pretty much try to get everything started in the early part of fall so that it can slowly mature outside in my outdoor refrigerator. That's essentially what it's like. Some days it's so cold, it sits at 40 degrees, right? And that is essentially the temperature of our refrigerators. So yeah, I think anytime it's below 40, your plants aren't going to grow much, but between 50 and 70, that is ideal. There's a learning curve for sure, but it's very rewarding. Awesome, Queen's Farmer, how exciting. Oh, how exciting, see Daddy and Queens. Yeah, they didn't want it. Well, rather they were moving away and it's very large, as you can see. It's like 5 foot wide. It's like a bowl. Oh, you like it in Lao Mian? Interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have bok choy. I don't have any started here. I have them in the ground. I do grow bok choy, yes. It's in the ground though, so I have nothing to show in containers. I think I probably should start more of them. Black Boy Ho, do you think it's easier growing fruit or vegetables for you? Okay, generally fruits are perennial, right? They come back every year. So I would say if you wanted to start, definitely start with the tree because those are some of the easiest, most low maintenance trees. Trees, raspberries and blackberries grow on canes. Same idea though, or like bushes. Blueberries are bushes, right? So fruit trees are either bushes, shrubs, or canes or trees. And they always say plant a tree yesterday. So I would definitely, Black Boy, start with trees because those are the most low maintenance fruit or food that you can get. These, look at how busy I am seed starting them, right? This is actually one of the reasons why I have not, like, in my 4 years of gardening, I seed start, but
This is the year that I'm finally trying to get good of it. Seed starting is a lot of work, and I didn't have the time in the prior 3 years to do it, but now I do, which is why I'm so busy doing it. Seed starting, seedling, raising takes a lot of time. So if you want to start, I would say like definitely get a fruit tree or a fruit bush yesterday, because that's the one thing that once you raise it, it'll continue to give back with really little effort. Like no seed starting required, right? You do have to prune it if you want to keep getting good fruit, but like that's like really easy. Usually you do like a winter prune. In winter when all the leaves have died back, you do the winter prune, and then and if you're in a temperate climate, you don't even have to wait for the leaves to die back. In winter you would still prune it, and yeah, the next year watch it continue growing. It's getting warm. So yes, Black Boy, definitely, if you guys haven't already, if you're interested in gardening, definitely start with trees. They're like one of the easiest things you grow. If you don't know, if you're not in a place where you can plant it in the ground, keep it in a container, like a sizable one, and then you can just take it with you. I love bok choy as well. Yeah, Jackie, that one's not so bad. It's kind of like a broccoli, but easier. Queens, I ate a few lantana berries one time. Oh my gosh, Queens farmer. Oh gosh. Yes, you can grow bok choy. Interesting. Yeah, here I'll show you what the seeds look like in case you're curious. I also, I have quite a few Asian seeds because I like will go to the grocery store and pick up the seeds there too. Like this is gailan, right, or Chinese broccoli. I started the seeds for these, but I might have to start some more because they didn't come up. I think it's because anyway, I gotta restart these. But I also have my Chinese vegetables. And these were the Daikon that I showed you guys earlier. This is what those seedlings are gonna look like. This is considered like, I think it's like a Japanese Daikon or Chinese Daikon. But yeah. Yes, yeah. Oh, the bok choy. Do I have any bok choys? I mean, bok choy you can find, even the American places will also sell bok choy, I guess because it's becoming more versatile. Okay, I don't have any on hand. I gotta start more of these though. But yes, yeah. I have Napa cabbage, the largest one that I have growing in my garden. It's like 18 feet wide right now. I have a recent video that I shared it on. What else? Yeah. Oh, I didn't find the bok choy seeds, but I couldn't quickly find it. But yes, those are some of the other ones that I'm trying to grow. How do you make your bok choy? Interesting. Typically I just stir fry it with garlic. That's how I like to enjoy it. Or just put it in some soup and let it boil tender. Jackie, you use bok choy in soups. Yes, thick broth and crisp. Jackie, I love it. I love it. I love how international your cooking is as well. But yeah. Okay, what else can I show you guys? Had lots of seedlings. Let's see, I had shallots in here. Oh, if anyone has any tips on sprouting old onion, let me know. Old onion seeds. I had a bunch of onion seeds that I tried to start back in October and I only got a few from them. Same thing here, I had some shallots. I think what I'm learning and what Gary Grow Your Own Food said, he said that onion seeds in general tend to have like a really short viability period. So like these shallots I started back on 10-15, like no activity. Again, I think it's because my shallot seeds were just too old, I guess, or no longer viable. Well, darn. But otherwise, I feel like my seed packets, some of them are from 2-3 years old, and they're still able to germinate. It seems like onion seeds in particular are particularly sensitive to time. They lose their viability really quickly. So let me know if you guys have a different experience though. Interesting. I do enjoy pickling. Yes, I do enjoy pickling. Yes, I do. So like kimchi is what I want to do with my Napa cabbage when I'm able to harvest a whole head. I think it might be another month and a half. I said a month last week, but now looking at how slow it's growing, it might be a month and a half. See, Daddy, you're saying 18 feet. Stan. No. Oh, sorry, Stan. No, not 18 feet. I meant 18 inches, sorry. This 18 inches, sorry, not 18 feet. 18 feet is huge. I mean 18 inches, so like this width. Sorry, Stan, said it wrong. The Seed Daddy, the most amount of seedlings I started was 3 years ago, and it was, whoa, 300 seedlings, 8 raised beds, and 30 plus containers. Oh my gosh, that is amazing, Seed Daddy. Oh my gosh. You know, for the longest time, I was afraid of starting too many seeds because I didn't want to be overwhelmed like that. But now, since I have the time, I'm like, let's start everything. Every day, let's start something new. And we'll worry about that for future Ada. Like, future me can worry about it. And today, I'll just worry about starting the seeds. So that's what I'm doing. And I think it works. Like, let's pace ourselves, right? Let's not assume we're going to have abundance when we're not even there yet. Jackie, if my veggie scraps don't go into the compost, I freeze them. I love that, Jackie. Yes, I love that. I haven't gotten to that point yet, and I think it's because I have relatively not a lot of freezer space at all. Usually I do like my frozen biscuits in there, a lot of frozen breads that I can then just take out and bake. So I have very limited freezer space, but I love the idea of saving your kitchen scraps to use in vegetable broth. I hope maybe next spring to also have chickens, and maybe they can help me eat my compost or my kitchen scraps more green as well. We'll see. I don't know, I'm a little overwhelmed. Like, the whole seed starting situation is like very overwhelming. I'm definitely more of a low maintenance gardener if I can afford to, which is why this is my first time like seriously seed starting like this. Amol, hi Amol. Well, welcome. I'm here in North Texas in the US, and attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone. It does get down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit in February. So that's like maybe 5 degrees Celsius. Queen's Farm, have I ever tried growing horned? No. Queen's Farmer, there's a lot of things I have not grown. Oh, it's the yellow one, you're right, the yellow spiky one. I haven't grown that one. The one that tastes more like a cucumber, right? No, I haven't grown that one. There's a lot of things I haven't grown though. I tend to grow more like the traditional fruits and vegetables. I haven't gotten too adventurous yet. Mostly because I'm like, I just want to perfect getting good at the classics first. So that's what it is. Hello? Let's see. Seed Daddy is as Jacqueline. That's what I'm doing. I love it. I love it, Seed Daddy. I love that. Do you have jade plants? No, I don't have jade plants. I'm not even sure what a jade plant is. Is that an indoor plant? I mostly do food gardening, so anything that you can eat is what I grow. So like this is cilantro, garlic. I realize that I'm definitely more an outdoor food person. I'm not an indoor gardener. I don't do house plants, mostly because I'm like, well, I can't even eat that. Why am I growing it? So for me, this is a little bit more rewarding. With the rising prices of what's in the grocery store, it does feel a little bit more exciting to be able to grow your own food, get fresher options, yeah, make a better use of that extra lawn space that I had that was previously growing grass. I was just trying to see if the woodpecker was still there. But yeah, like I said, these spaces are also, of course, giving back to wildlife. Oh yeah, he's still there. I can hear him still tapping. So there's a woodpecker on my tree that I was showing you guys earlier. He's still there working. She's still there working away. Stan Smith. Yeah, sorry, Stan. Not 18 feet. That's like huge. That's huge. No, more like 18 inches. Do you grow? I try. Interesting. I've tried growing avocado from seed. I usually go to the store. I have the seed and I try to plant that. I've tried planting it all over my garden, but every winter it gets cold enough in my zone that most of them die back. So I've tried though. Queen's Farmer, I typically start way more seeds than I will need and sort out a few of the most vigorous. Queen's Farmer, I like that, and that's what I should be doing. Yeah, but for the longest time, I did not want to overwhelm myself with seeds, but this is going to be the year where hopefully I just have an abundance. And I'm only doing winter gardening here. We're not even in like spring yet. But the idea, I think, is with the way that winter gardening is going, some of my stuff is probably going to be maturing well into spring. So this isn't bad. Usually I find springtime really overwhelming as it is. So I guess I don't mind this. The fact that I can grow in a mild climate and start some of my cool season crops earlier, not bad. Especially like cabbages, the ones that will take like 3 months to grow. In wintertime, so on the seed it says 3 months. In wintertime, what is that going to be, more like 4 or 5 months? But the beauty is also that we have natural, really good rainfall, right? We don't have to worry about watering our plants in the fall and winter. See, Daddy, it was normal routine for me to be outside after midnight. Wow, see, Daddy, you are dedicated. Wow, see, Daddy. I don't know if you guys missed that. See, Daddy was saying he would be out at midnight picking off pests from that were on his vegetables. That is amazing, see, Daddy. I'm not that hardcore yet. Can you grow avocado? I think I could. I've sprouted avocado. My problem is being able to, like, I don't have a lot of indoor space, so unless I keep it alive indoors in my winter, I wouldn't have an avocado that would be able to survive in my zone. Well, I'm excited, Anmol. I'm excited. I hope you learned something about growing your own food. Really excited about growing your own food. I just think it's immensely rewarding, and then hopefully you get to grow more cleanly as well. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays this time. So I'm actually going to wrap in about 5 minutes here, but Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Thank you, Amol. Anmol, thank you, see, Daddy, for typing that. Thank you. Black Boy Ho. Change my name so you don't have to say the last part. It still says Black Boy Ho, but I'll just call you Block. Sometimes I just use like the first part of people's name. Anmol, same thought I used to have before I planted my first. Really, Anmol? Oh, how exciting. Well, how exciting, Anmol. Queen's Farmer. My neighbors used to see me looking for... Whoa, Queen's Farmer. Oh my gosh. You guys are like one and the same person. That's crazy. I'm not there yet. I'll be like an early morning gardener, but I'm definitely... Maybe you guys are, what do they call? Nocturnal gardeners. Are you guys nocturnal gardeners? I'm definitely an early morning gardener, so I will get up early to tend to my plants, but I'm not going to be up in the middle of the night. Wow, to look for... Jackie, you guys use black lights to look for scorpions. I bet you... Okay. Jackie, thank you for helping manage the inappropriate comments in here. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap here soon, but here's your green onions. So we have some things growing here, winter gardening. Beautiful day today. Let's just wait though. In February, that is our coldest month. So things are going good. I didn't even do my harvest video this week, but I will. It's literally going to be a couple of Napa cabbage leaves though, and some mustard leaves. Because in our last frost, I already did a majority harvest. All those green tomatoes that I've still yet to process, I still have those to get through as well. I love it. I love it, see, Daddy. You guys are putting ideas into my head. You guys are putting ideas into my head. Ooh, a Block Boy. You know what you should try, Block? You should try, I have had a mango seed sprout from store-bought, but it died because I forgot to take it in when it got really cold. But you should try it. You could try it from store-bought, or you could buy a legit one from the store. That one will be a little bit faster to give you fruit too. You should get them now rather than later, Block. Oh, I forgot to say, fruit trees take time to mature, right? They usually need to be at least 2-3 years old before they reach the level where they can produce fruit. So that's another reason to get your fruit trees yesterday. Go ahead and get those, because as soon as the fruit gives you trees, it just continues giving you fruit every year. It's like the best investment ever. So definitely get fruit trees sooner. Like, I would advise you buy those before even you get seeds or start with seeds. Yes. How exciting, see, Daddy. I have two. I've had a bunch of, because I often throw my papaya seeds into my compost pile. They'll sometimes fall to the wayside and they'll just start sprouting around the compost pile. Unfortunately, my zone is too cold to keep it alive. I love papaya too, Jackie. I love papaya. I love papaya as well. That's such a tropical fruit though. See, Daddy, what are you gonna do? Like, keep it inside all day? Blazer, I'm gonna start. How exciting, Blazer! I'm excited for you, Blazer. Wait, is it gonna be your first time growing, Blazer? Is it your first time starting seeds? How exciting. More papaya for you. I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Blazer. But yeah, blazer also like look into if you're into fruits as well. Look into any fruit trees. Those are like even easier than seeds. And not to mention, you have a timeline for fruit trees, 2 to 3 years before it starts giving fruit. So if you have anything that you really enjoy, go ahead and acquire that today, because in 3 years you'll be thanking yourself, or 2 years. Okay, cool, Block. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you guys. I'll be live Friday as well at 11 a.m. Central. Yeah, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Good to see you guys, and really good conversation. We'll be in touch. Everybody take care and be well. See, Daddy, it's only small. I'm gonna have to start another one. Oh, that's right. Yes, to cross. That's right. I think papaya does require more than one plant to cross pollinate. That's right. And you want to hope that you get a female papaya tree and not a male. I hear there's different varieties. There's papayas that carry that have female trees and male trees, and then there are papaya varieties that carry both, female and male. So hopefully you get the one that has both. Okay, everybody, take care. Bye, Stan. Thank you guys for hanging out. Talk soon. Everybody, take care. Bye-bye. See you guys on Friday. Take care.